we are here with Nathan Outteridge, helmsman on port tack on Emirates Team New Zealand. Nathan's second day in Barcelona. It looked really solid today. Most maneuvers standing on the foils. It also looked really fast and stable. Can you tell us a little bit some more details about today?
Yeah, it was good for our second day here in Barcelona. It was obviously a bit windier yesterday, and today we got to experience what we think will be more normal conditions, a little bit lighter around that 10 knot wind range. And yeah, it's been a big job for the whole team to get the boat over here and to get out and for us to finally experience what Barcelona summer's like. So we're very happy with how the boat's going and how everyone's settling in.
Is there any kind of condition in which the team feels more confident or more comfortable with bigger margins and bigger areas of improvement?
I think always looking to get better in every area. I think sailing in that 10 to 12 knot wind range is probably the easiest for these boats because you've got more than enough power to keep it on the foil, but it's not so windy that you're at the top end and you're on the edge of control. So for us to have two really good solid first days so far has been great, and it looks like the wind is going to get a little bit lighter the next few days. So for us, we're here about sampling the full wind range and sea state conditions, and yeah, surprisingly not as wavy as we were first expecting, but we're here for a few months, so we're going to get to see a lot more soon.
And when talking about the differences in between the sailing conditions you had in Auckland compared to those you had in Barcelona in these 2 days, on your role as a helmsman and working on the different modes and making sure the boat is sailed on targets or over targets all the time, did you have to make any significant changes on the way you steer the boat, on the flight controlling or on the sail trimming?
Yeah, I think some of the big changes are more around the fact that in Auckland, sailing around, you've always got islands and the wind is always quite puffy and shifty, so you end up having to drive and steer quite a lot. But so far with the sea breezes we've had the last couple of days, we've had a lot of conditions where the wind's been quite stable, so it's been good for us to really concentrate on sailing the boat as accurately as we can. And it's a good venue here, I think, to validate the VPP performance of the boat, because you have stable wind, you can get a really good feel for how it's performing. So from a handling perspective and sailing team, it's good for us to really try and fine-tune a lot of stuff we've been working on, and also a good venue to do some development on the boat and make sure we're getting what we expect out of the boat.
And considering here you have found so far and you expect to find more stable wind conditions, can you imagine that is going to demand any possible changes on the boat, on its layout, on the control systems?
I don't think it's going to make a huge change. Like for us, one of the biggest things that we really want to find out here is how the conditions are compared to what we've sailed in a lot, and that will affect the ultimate design of the race boat. So being up here in the 75, where the team's done a lot of sailing in previously, sailing in these conditions and loading the sea states and the wind, that's kind of what we really want to get out of being up here and just getting used to the environment. For sure, we've only done 2 days, so it's hard to know, what we've really learned. But I think it's pretty valuable to be up here in full scale and get out there as often as we can and just learn about the nuances of this venue. It looks quite simple and straightforward, but you see the race course so close to shore, it looks like it can get quite puffy and shifty in there. So, it's only day 2 and we're going to be here for a while, so looking forward to learning more.
Looking for you for a place to keep the wing.
Yeah, that'll be epic. It's actually more for the rest of the team. Like we've got some big boards.
Yeah, I'm so high.
Yeah.
Did you look? Yeah, no.
sigue así.